Hi everyone. Today we will learn how to define chart of accounts in SAP. Chart of account is nothing but list of the GL accounts wherein we have some parameters. So let us see how do we define. So go to SPRO transaction code, click on SAP reference IMG, then click on financial accounting, expand general ledger accounting, master data, and then expand GL accounts, then expand preparation. So here in the list we can see one option is for edit chart of count list. So execute this IMG activity, and here you can see already created so many chart of counts list. But let us create the new one for us for our company code. As okay, so we'll give a code for chart of counts and the description of the chart of count. Chart of counts for Volvo. Okay, then we need to select the language, in which language we are going to maintain the general ledger accounts. So we are going to select English, and then we need to maintain the length of GL accounts. If you create any GL account master, what should be the GL account number? Whether it should be 1 digit, 2 digit, 4 digit, or 5 digit, 8 digit, right? So basically, the standard most commonly used length is 8 digit or 6 digit. So let us select 8 digit for us now, and that's all. We don't have to select anything else. This is the minimum required inputs we need to give here. Then click on save, and let us create the new transport request with the description of the transport request. Volvo chart of accounts. Save it and continue. So we have created one chart of account for our company code. Our company code is V001, which we have configured in the last video, and here we have configured the chart of accounts. Okay, so basically in SAP we have three type of chart of accounts. One is called the operating chart of account, which we have created, and the other one is called the group chart of account. If we have group chart of account, that we can assign it here, which is used for consolidated report purpose. But this is very rarely used in SAP nowadays. In the olden days, this was used to prepare the group reporting for your company or for your group of companies. We used to prepare the consolidated balance sheets. So for that we will have the group chart of accounts. But since nowadays we have more sophisticated tools like BPC and all, so we don't have to use the group chart of accounts anymore. But basically we have three options for the chart of accounts in standard SCP. The first one is called the operating chart of accounts, which is mandatory to create and assign to your company code, without which we cannot post any business transaction in your company code. The second one is group chart of accounts, and third one is called the country chart of accounts. So the way we create the chart of account is the same. We come to this screen here, and if you want to see the T code, so go to additional information, display key, and then click on IMG activity, and you can see the last four digit is the transaction code, which is OB13. OB13 is the transaction code to create the chart of accounts. So in this same screen only, we can create the group chart of account, we can create the operating chart of account, and we can create the country chart of accounts. Which one is group chart of account? Which one is other two types of chart of accounts? That depends how we use these chart of accounts, right? So for example, if this chart of count 50/50, if you see, the configuration is same like we just created the new one for Volvo. There's no difference. So this can be called as operating chart of account, and Volvo is also can be called as operating chart of account, VOLV. Okay, but as soon as I link that chart of account 50/50 here, okay, in the group chart of account field, and save it, then that chart of account 50/50 becomes my group chart of accounts. So definition wise there is no difference, but as soon as I link this chart of account here in my one of the chart of account which is Volvo, then this chart of account 5050 becomes group chart of accounts. Okay, similarly, there's one more place where we assign the one more chart of account which is called the country chart of account. So if you assign any particular operating chart of account as a country chart of account, then that becomes your country chart of account. So mostly these two group chart of account and country chart of accounts are very rarely used. Those are not much in use. We will be using the operating chart of account only. So let's save and continue this configuration we have done. Now the next step is immediate step is that we need to link our operating chart of account to our company code, right? So the next activity is to assign company code to chart of accounts. Okay, execute and select your company code which is B001. Okay, here this is called operating chart of account. So what chart of account we have created just now, just select from here VOLV. Okay, this is the one. Double click. Now as I was telling you that the country chart of account, how we determine that which is the country chart of account, that depends what kind of chart of account we assign in this field, which is called alternative chart of account or country chart of account. Is the same thing. So if you link any chart of account, for example, that 50/50 we have taken the example, if I assign that chart of account here in this screen, then that chart of account will behave as, or that will represent as country chart of account, right? So from definition point of view, there is no difference for all these three type of chart of accounts. It is the same way we create, but which one would be operating, which one would be country chart of account, and which one would be group chart of account, that depends on their assignment, how we assign them, right? So I hope this is clear to you. So we are not going to use country chart of account, we are not going to use group chart of account. We will need we will need minimum requirement to be fulfilled, which is the operating chart of account which we have assigned to our company code. And now let us save it. Okay, done. So today we have learned how to define chart of account, basically operating chart of account, and then how to assign that operating chart of account to our company code so that we will be able to post all kind of business transactions in our company code. Fine, that's all for today, and we will see in the next video what can be the next activity to complete the configuration for a company code. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and do let me know what kind of content you want. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye. Thank you.